Hi everyone. I hope all of you are doing well and preparing with the best of your potential for the upcoming CMAT examination. In this video, we'll solve the actual questions which has come on the topic of SI and CI, which is again one of the most crucial topic for the CMAT and the CET examination. So we'll solve all the questions which has come live on this topic on the previous year papers. People who are looking forward for some great help in CMAT and CET preparation can actually see the main courses which has been listed on the MBAP Education main website, where all the course has been curated by all the top JBIMS alumni and the faculties who will be taking your own personal sessions. Along with this, you can access the beautiful student dashboard that we have made, which has got most of the authentic and the realistic content for the CET and the CMAT examination. Let's quickly have a look at the questions which has come in the previous year of CMAT examination on this topic of SI and CI. Let's have a look at the first question. This is CMAT 2021 question. The question says the difference between CI and SI for 2 years on a certain sum at certain rate is 64. So the difference of CI and SI has been given to you as 64 rupees. The compound interest for the 2 years has been given to you as 704, and the question is find the principal. Now, there's a beautiful relation which you need to explore that the total CI for 2 years has been given to you as 704. At the same time, for 2 years, the difference of CI and SI has also been given to you as 64, which means for 2 years, the CI was 704 and the difference was of SI and CI is 64. If I subtract both of them, the answer which I get will be basically a value of SI. And hence, the value of SI for 2 years will give you a value which is 640. I hope all of you have got this. Very beautifully, you have found out the SI for 2 years. If the SI for 2 years have been explored, what is going to be the SI for the first year or the let's say individual year? We know SI remains same over the years. So next year, or let's say for the first year, the value will be half of 640, which is going to be 320. Right? For the first year, it was 320, and for the next year also it was 320. The SI and CI for the first year actually remain same. So even the CI for the first year will be 320. But you will see that 64 more rupees have been gathered for the second year on the CI. What is this 64? This 64 is basically percentage on percentage, which is basically some percentage of 320 will give you 64. The question is, what is the rate of interest? The rate of interest is easily a value which is 64 rupees on 320. How much this would be? All of us know that this value would be 20%. Very beautifully, you've understood that the rate of interest in this given question would be 20%. Now we know for the first year, I repeat, for the first year, the SI was 320 and the rate of interest was basically 20%, right? Which means 320 rupees is 20% of the principal at the beginning of the first year. I repeat, if 320 rupees is 20% of the principal for the first year, the total principal will be basically 5 times of this value because 20% is 1.5. So my total principal will become 320 into 5, and hence the answer for this question would be 1600. I hope all of you have understood this. How did we proceed? The 2 year CI has been given to you. The difference of CI and SI has been given to you. So we have found out the SI for 2 years and then for 1 year. By using that, we have understood that the rate of interest is going to be 20%. For the first year, the SI itself was 320 rupees. Clear? So it says that 20% is basically 20% of the principal will be basically the value 320. So hence, the total principal for the first year would be how much? Would be as simple as 320 into 5, which is 1600. I hope all of you have understood the question well. If this is clear, let's move on to the next question. Now, certainly for the next question, you'll see the easiest question which came in the was in the year 2020. It says 25,000. I repeat, 25,000 is being borrowed at CI at a rate of 3% for the first year, 4% for the next year, 5% for the next year. And the question is find the interest to be, or the amount to be paid after 3 years. Now, there was one of the most simplest question that you can expect on the paper of SI and CI in CMAT. We all of us know the compound interest amount formula, that A is nothing but P times 1 plus R upon 100 raised to N. So my overall value will become how much? It's going to become 25,000 into, so it's 3%. So it's going to become how much? It's going to become 1 plus 3 upon 100 for the first year. For the next year, it's going to become 1 plus 4 upon 100. And for the next consecutive year, it's going to become 1 plus 5 upon 100. And the only thing that you need to do is just solve this. So 100 as a base will be taken out. So it's going to become 250 into 103 into 26 upon 25 into 21 upon 20. The only thing that you need to solve is this part of the question. If you can solve this, the answer for this question will be get taken out. And if you solve this very easily, you'll find option number D, which is 28,119 to be the final answer. The easiest question that you can expect would be of this category. I want all of you to take a pause on this video and solve this question on your own also. This was actual CMAT 2020 question which came on SI and CI. Oh, majority of the questions which comes on SI and CI are majorly concept driven. I repeat, are majorly concept driven. To help you out, to make you better understand, I have taken this question for you. Have a look at this question. It says, in how many years, I repeat, in how many years will rupees 2 lakh double itself at 11.5% per annum simple interest? We know simple interest over the years remains the same. I repeat, simple interest over the years remains the same. So ideally, this question is independent of the value of 2 lakh. Had it been 4 lakh, the answer would have also been the same. So it's like, if you get 10% SI every year, in how many years will it become double? To make a value double, you have to get 100% of the original value. So it's 10 into 10. In our case, it is not 10%, it is 11.5%. 11.5% for how many years will make it as 100% is a simple question that what they have asked you. So it's basically 100 upon 11.5. That's the only part of the question which you have to solve. And if you look at the questions, it cannot be more than 9, it cannot be less than 8. So very well, the answer for this question is surely going to be very much close to 8.3 to 8.5. And hence, very beautifully, you will mark option number B to be the final answer. As said, these questions are basically independent of the original principle for which the value has been kept. I hope this is clear. Even on this video, you can take a pause and have a look at the detailed way of how did we solve this question. Sometimes you can even expect some difficult questions on the CMAT paper. But yes, some majority of the questions is going to be driven towards the concept only. If your concepts are clear, if your applicative mind has been very much fine-tuned, very well you can crack this examination by taking the easiest step to crack these questions which come up in the examination. However, let's have a look at this question. The question says, in what time, I repeat, in what time will rupees 6250 amount to 6632.55 at 4% CI payable half yearly? My rate of interest of CI has been given to you as 4%. But this has to be compounded half yearly. So my effective rate would become how much? My effective rate will become 2%. If my effective rate is 2%, but I'm going to pay half yearly, then my effective time would become 2T, not single T, right? So let's take my original principle. My original principle was 6250. My rate of interest now is becoming 2%. So it's 2 upon raised to 2T. Should become a value which has been given to you 6632.55. This is the part of the question which you need to solve. Taking 6250 on the other side, it's going to become 1 plus 2 upon 100 raised to 2T should be ideally equal to 6632 0.55, or let's say 55 out, 62500. Well, this is the part of the question which you need to solve. Okay. If you divide both the values by 5, very easily you will find the denominator will become 125,000. And this is going to become how much? This is going to become 132,651, which basically is nothing but, so 132,651 and 125,000. 125,000 is basically 50 cube, and 132,651 is basically 51 cube. So this whole expression is basically this much. Now, obviously, the only thing which you need to equate now is this part of the value has been taken, right? Now, 1 plus 2 upon 100 raised to 2t is basically 51 upon 50 raised to 2t. So 51 upon 50 raised to 2t is now becoming 51 upon 50 raised to 3. Since the base is common, now I'm going to say 2t is equal to 3. Now, if 2t is equal to 3, what is the value of t? The time for which the value is going to be invested for will be 1.5 years. This is basically optional. I hope you have understood how did we solve this question. It was not a difficult question. Very easily you have solved the question of the actual CMAT examination, though the difficult question on CMAT, which was like this. So all what I want to say is, if you have practiced these questions well, if your concepts are sharp enough, very well you can solve these questions. Please have a look at the detailed courses which is being listed on the MBAP Education website for some personalized help and the group coaching help for the CMAT and the CET examination. As said, have a look at the detailed courseware which will be listed on the dashboard of the CMAT course. Very well, you will see all the realistic help which is going to be plugged in by you to you from all the JBIMS alumni and the toppers of the CMAT examination for the help. On this note, I'll take a sign off. Please keep looking at the important videos and the updates on this channel to help yourself for the CMAT examination and the courses. Thank you.